communicating. The camaraderie level is still high.
Now, if this doesn't get you pissed off to play your best game, what does? And we had everything in our grasp, and we didn't do it.
If the Packers had beaten the Jets, they would have had home field advantage and the bye that goes with it. Instead, the Packers have just 4 days to prepare for Mike Vick, then the potential for trips to 2 stadiums where Brett Favre has never won, Raymond James in Tampa and Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia.
We can do one of two things. We can let that bother us and dwell on what might have been and lose and go home, or we can, do something about it and make something great out of it.
Hopefully, by losing that game, it can galvanize us a little bit, and make us a little bit stronger in some ways, and make us understand that opportunities, particularly this time of year, you don't get many.
The Packers rarely miss an opportunity at Lambeau Field. Including the playoffs, they've won 12 straight games here and 21 out of 22. The Packers' last home loss came in November of 2001. The team that beat them, the Falcons. In Green Bay, Bob Holtzman, ESPN.
Thanks, Bob. The Falcons have an unenviable task trying to beat a Packers franchise that is 13-0 all-time at home in the playoffs. The average score of these Green Bay triumphs has been 27-11, and the running game has certainly been a key factor. The Pack doubling up its opponent's rushing output over the years.
Streaks and Peaks, brought to you by Capital One, who asks, what's in your wallet?
Seneca Wallace feeling blue after this hit on Boise State's Smurf turf. Could the one-time Heisman candidate rally the Clonies in Boise?
Also ahead, the Celtics have lost 3 straight by a combined 62 points. Will a date with the Grizz cure what ails the Seas? We shall see.
And immediately following SportsCenter, the big fellas, look at the fridge. Ralph Friedgen and Philip Fulmer are going to battle in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl from the ATL, Tennessee and Maryland, right after SportsCenter.
Still doing those bills, hon?
Just resting with a credit card balance. You've been feeding on those high interest rates.
I just switched our balance over to a Capital One no-hassle card. You're gonna save $500 a year.
$500?
Switch your high-interest balance to the Capital One no-hassle card for the nation's lowest long-term fixed rates. You could save up to $500 a year.
What's in your wallet?
Chrysler invites you to preview our holiday collection, featuring our best-selling collection of minivans, now with a special holiday bonus. Now, choose one of 3 Sony personal entertainment packages when you buy any new Town & Country minivan. Plus, get 0% financing for 60 months on select minivans. Or choose cash allowances up to $3,500. But hurry, this invitation ends January 2nd, so see your Chrysler dealer today.
Now this is big.
The big clearance sale at Radio Shack. Save big on wireless, accessories, and PDAs.
It's so big, it's
savings of 10 to 60% on Verizon wireless phones, 50% off select hands-free headsets and speakerphones, and PDAs some less than $50.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
The big clearance sale at Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
I got a question for the folks at Radio Shack. Who's in charge of spelling around here?
Now back to the Capital One All-America mascot pageant.
Our talented mascots perform a musical tribute.
Hey, Doug, crank it up, will you?
Don't miss Capital One Bowl Week on ESPN.
The conference season is back.
Look at the dip and look at the slam.
With the return of Big Monday and Super Tuesday. Big Monday presented by Bud Light January 6th. Super Tuesday presented by Dollar Rent-A-Car January 7th on ESPN and ESPN2.
Today we're going to see how a customer order turns into their perfect PC.
All the orders come in here. Don't forget the website. I mean, all the orders come in either here or the website.
I put it all together. Big old hard drive, extra memory for performance, CD burner. Don't touch that. Every machine's a custom job.
They call you the customizer?
No, they don't.
After testing, I pack it up and ship it out. An award-winning 24/7 service and support goes with it.
Happy trails, little buddy. Hope S. Jackson gives you a good home.
Get America's favorite PC.
Like this Dimension desktop for just $649, featuring an Intel Pentium 4 processor for awesome performance for today's digital entertainment, recording music, sharing photos, gaming, and beyond. And for a limited time, you'll get a free CD burner. Get great deals on notebooks, too.
Dude, we're getting another Dell.
Sweet! When you want your perfect PC, it's easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
5-27 over the past 2 seasons, 0-16 on the road, a winning percentage of .156, the worst 2-year span in franchise history. Even Lions president Matt Millen describes it as worse than ugly. Yet, Millen and coach Marty Morningweg will keep their jobs and focus on getting some players and improving the coaching in Detroit. Meantime, several shakeups with the Seahawks. Mike Holmgren will remain the head coach in Seattle, but he's giving up his general manager's position. The team also has several openings on its defensive staff. 2 quality control coaches, the only defensive coaches retained. ESPN.com has learned that the Bengals will begin interviewing coaching candidates this week. Today, the team received permission from the Redskins to meet with defensive coordinator Marvin Lewis. Should Lewis leave for any job, the Redskins will likely promote linebackers coach George Edwards. He would be Washington's 5th defensive coordinator in 5 seasons.
News from the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves has suspended Lauren Woods for conduct detrimental to the team. Quoting Vice President Kevin McHale, Woods said some things and did a couple of things that he's going to have to sit back and think about, hopefully get his head right and come back and play. Woods, upset about a lack of run, reportedly got into it with coaches after the team's loss to the Suns yesterday. He played 4 minutes yesterday. He's played just 35 minutes in the past 19 games. Some play now from the leg. QB Brown, okay? Team, the Grizzlies, they've never had a winning month. They're 7-7. Could it be a winning month? Well, Jason Williams with the rip, give to Paul Gasol, and Paul is going to do nasty things to Vin Baker. Have some of that. Paul had 18 in the game. Grizz up 7 after a 7-0 run. Third quarter, Grizz up 3. Jay Williams off the steal, all the way for the lay. Grizz up 5. Can they do it? No, of course not. They're the Grizzlies. The Celtics now up 4, and Twan like MOP on fire! That's 1-3, and then once again, this is from about 50 feet. He's 4 of 9 from deep. Yeah, show me some love. He had 33 in the Grizzle. Still no winning month. Sorry about that.
I liked it. Programming you enjoyed here not too long ago, the Axel Liberty Bowl pitting 21st-ranked Colorado State against Texas Christian. TCU leading the nation in rush defense. Cecil Sapp stuffed. He still had 106 yards, his 9th 100-yard game this season to tie a school record. Fourth quarter, fancy Sean Stilley to Ricky Madison on the option. Madison nailed by Landon Jones. The helmet pops off. He's shaken up by OK. Madison answers later in the 4th. Takes it in for the touchdown, finished with 113 yards. TCU wins its 500th victory in school history, beating down the Rams 17-3.
That's Horned Frog pride.
Indeed.
How about the Humanitarian Bowl? Skydiver landing on that blue turf. We understand birds, they try to land on the field, far less successful touchdowns. Speaking of touchdowns, Brock Forsey goes in for 1. Nation's leading scorer, 29 touchdowns during the year, that's 1. It's 10-7 Iowa State. That's touchdown number 2 for Forsey, his 31st of the year, 14-10 home team. Fourth quarter, Boise State, who plays on this field, playing in this bowl game, and Forsey once again will not be denied his 3rd score of the game. And afterwards, Forsey going to run down his coach, Dan Hawkins, says, no, I don't want any part of this. It's cold. It's raining. Oh, you're going to get it. Boise State gets its first win over a BCS conference team since joining D1 in '96. Sun Bowl, Washington, Purdue, they got together for the Rose Bowl. This is in El Paso. It's not the Rose Bowl, no offense. First quarter, Purdue already down 7-0 after they messed up a punt, and they're doing nothing at all right. Marquise Cooper picks up the Kyle Orton fumble, takes it to the paint. Huskies have a 17-0 lead after 1 quarter, but Purdue, because they have the biggest drum on earth, starts banging the drum. Orton threw for a couple scores. This isn't one of them because Brandon Jones puts it on the rug, but Ray Williams is there to get his back. Purdue eventually ties this game at 17s. Now in the 3rd quarter, after they've taken a lead, they're going to come with 31 unanswered points. Gilbert Gardner, what a play. He strips Cody Pickett. He takes it to the end zone, rolls around. Good for you. Big Ten, 3-0 in the bowls. Purdue wins it by 10.
The Silicon Valley Football Classic. Georgia Tech against Fresno State. 26 seconds left in the first half. Dogs down 1. A.J. Suggs' pass picked off by D. Mesa. Watch Mesa go. 48 yards later, he would score. Georgia Tech with 7 turnovers at one point in the game. Bulldogs led 13-7 at the half. Third quarter, Fresno State trailing 1 again. Paul Penninger goes deep, connects with DeAndre Gilbert. Oh my, look at the catch off the D-back's back, 68-yard completion. That drive leading to a Rodney Davis touchdown. Final minute of the third quarter, Georgia Tech down 6. Demarius Bilbo in for A.J. Suggs, rolls right. Jonathan Smith, how you doing? For the touchdown, 42-yard reception. Jackets take back the lead, back and forth, late in the fourth. Fresno State ahead 2. Davis gets it, takes it up, 151 yards rushing, 2 TDs. Bulldogs win in San Jose, 30-21. Later tonight on ESPN2, the inaugural Diamond Walnut San Francisco Bowl. 19th ranked Virginia Tech dropped 4 of its final 5. Air Force also faded down the stretch, but the Falcons can give Coach Fisher DeBerry his 150th career victory tonight. Kickoff 10:30 Eastern, ESPN2.
Bonus Cuts, brought to you by Burger King. Now for a limited time, get a Simpsons Talking Watch for just $2.39 with the purchase of any value meal. Price and participation may vary.
Coming up at the bottom of the hour here on ESPN, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. E.J. Henderson and Scott's Terrapins of Maryland looking for their first bowl win since the 1985 Cherry Bowl.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Simpsons Talking Watches, now only at Burger King. Just $2.39 each with the purchase of any value meal.
Cool your jets, man.
Burger.
Collect all 4. And our big double cheeseburger is just 99 cents, with 2 slices of melted cheese and 2 juicy flame-broiled patties. More beef than a Big and Tasty. Hurry, offers end soon.
Stay tuned, because here's what's ahead on ESPN tonight. Next, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl as Tennessee faces Maryland. Then all the scores and highlights on SportsCenter, followed by the National Rodeo Finals on ESPN tonight.
My people, today we meet our destiny to give every man, woman, and child a chance to taste victory! No! Yummy, gooey, cinnamon-covered Domino's Dots. Are you with me? Yeah!
New Domino's Dots taste so good, we want to give everyone a chance to try them. So now, we're giving you an order free when you buy a large one-topping pizza for $9.99, only from Domino's.
I love this job.
Get the door, quick. It's free Domino's Dots.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Capital One, who asks, what's in your wallet?
An update now on the Bill Parcells to Dallas situation. ESPN.com's Lynn Pasquarelli is reporting that there continues to be indications that the Parcells-Jones marriage will be sealed by Thursday. If Parcells becomes the head coach of the Cowboys, the road to success will not always be friendly, literally. Carl Ravitch on what Parcells might face in the 2003 season.
2003 reunion tour for Bill Parcells will be a trip down memory lane. There'll be a stop at Giant Stadium to take on Big Blue. Parcells' legacy, of course, was first formed during his 8-year tenure with the Giants, thanks to wins in Super Bowl 21 and 25. He knows the right exits, he knows where the doors are, he knows that field as well as anyone. If there's a body under there, he'll find it. The Cowboys are scheduled to make a trip to New England. Chef Parcells spent 4 up-and-down seasons on the Patriots sidelines. Some were like chicken salad, others like chicken feed, whatever. You can be sure there will be signs all over Gillette Stadium. Tuna steak, tuna casserole, tuna helper. Yep, one thing about New Englanders, they're parochial, and they don't forget that Parcells, in fact, did help them get to the Super Bowl. In doing so, he became only the 4th coach in NFL history to take 2 different teams to Super Bowls. Then came the tuna surprise. 5 days after New England's loss to the Packers, Parcells was on the move again.
They want you to cook the dinner
at least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
Which brings us back to New York. Hey, New Jersey. Yupper. Cowboys scheduled to play twice at the Meadowlands next year. Giants and the Jets. Jets. Welcome to your past. In '97, New York gave up 4 draft picks to the Patriots in exchange for Parcells' rights. And in return, Parcells in his first season worked a miracle. He took the franchise from a 1-15 season to a 9-7 mark. Owner Leon Hess figured Parcells was the next coming of Weeb Eubanks. And the following year, the coach nearly granted the owner his last wish. The Jets made it all the way to the AFC Championship game, but got blindsided by the Broncos, losing 23-10. The fun doesn't stop there. The Big Tuna's most intriguing stop on this comeback tour could be Tampa Bay. Please let me stop this dream and get off. Contract, no contract, coming, going, buying a house, selling a house. I mean, think about it. What happens when you hook a fish? It flops back and forth until you stick a fork in it. And this one wasn't about to be prodded. Parcells' decision not to take the job left the Glazer brothers stunned and a city scorned. John Gruden's grimace has done some to alleviate the misery. The Bucs' success has helped too. But put Bill on the sidelines and that star on his chest will be a target. The Giants, Patriots, Jets, and Buccaneers. Without even coaching a game, Parcells has already hit a grand slam in 2003.
Coming up on your next SportsCenter with John Anderson and Steve Berthume following the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl on ESPN. Complete coverage of the Peach Bowl, plus a look at the NFL MVP candidates, and we'll take a look at how the heck Marty Morningweg and Matt Millen kept their jobs with the Lions. All this plus complete coverage of the night's NBA action on the next SportsCenter. Tiger Woods celebrated his 27th birthday yesterday, just 2 days removed from being a New Year's baby, but we can relate the number of the new year 2003 to him. We got the best stat people in the business. He won the 1997 Western Open exactly 2003 days ago.
Scott, let's talk about other instances of 2003 in the world of sports. O.J. Simpson rushed for 2,003 yards in 1973. Former NBA star Artis Gilmore, 2,003 points in the 1991-71-72 season. Mitch Kupchak, 2,003 field goals made. We've got everybody on here.
Yes, we do.
Coming up on ESPN2, NBA Shoot-Around with Kevin Frazier.
And right here, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Maryland and Tennessee. We'll see you.